Hey, what's going on, guys? Thanks for tuning in. Today I'm going to be taking a look at a Nintendo Switch Pro controller from a brand called BEBONCOOL. I'm going to go over the features of the controller, how it feels, how it looks, how it performs, and if I think you should go out and purchase it yourself. All right, so right out of the box, the features that it comes with, it does feature NFC on the controller. They do offer a non-NFC version, but it's $1 less, so I think you should just purchase the NFC enabled controller to use your amiibos and stuff like that. So that's really cool that they included that in the controller. It's also got adjustable vibration, so if you like your vibration all the way up, or if you like it subtle, you can adjust that as well. They do have a turbo mode for fast action fighting games and stuff like that, so you can turn the turbo mode on as well. It's got a long battery life at 5 to 10 hours, depending on how high your vibration is on the controller. And turbo mode and stuff like that, that'll factor into how much battery life you get with this controller, but it does feature some long battery life. They do say it has streamlined non-slip grip. I don't see that. This doesn't have any grip on the controller, so it's just the raw plastic with these little rivets on the side, but that's not really going to help when your hands are sweaty. It hasn't been too much of a problem, though. Haven't been losing the controller. Hasn't slipped out of my hand or anything like that, so you really don't have to worry. But if you're looking for a controller with some grip on it, this isn't going to be the controller for you. It does come with 3 years of support, so a nice long warranty with this controller. Obviously, that's limited, so if you chuck it while you're playing the game, if you get really mad, they're not going to support that. But if it's something manufacturer defect, they will support it for you. So the look of the controller with the blue and the red, just like the Nintendo Switch, the buttons are very, very tactile, very, very has some nice travel to it, very clicky. They definitely don't feel like they're going to stick anytime soon, so you don't have to worry about that. You can see the turbo mode up here, the power mode, the home, the plus, the minus. Up at the top, you see it's got USB-C, which is good. So you don't have to deal with the micro USB ports. I hate those. They're just not reliable ports. So I like that they put the USB-C on here, especially with all the gadgets now coming out with the USB-C. Just nice because you have all the cables lying around and stuff that you can use for these controllers. The triggers are very nice. The shoulder buttons are very nice. All right, so just a very nice controller. As soon as you take it out of the box, it feels nice in your hands, not as heavy as a Nintendo Pro controller, which had a little more weight to it, but doesn't feel like cheap, like it's going to break right in your hands while you're playing. So that's good. So it's not a cheap feeling controller. If you look around the controller as well, you don't see any big gaps in the creases of the controller, which is really nice. Some of these Pro controllers just aren't well made, and this isn't one of them. This seems like they put a lot of attention to detail in this controller, so it's nice to see. The performance of the controller, using it, I've actually used it solely as my Pro controller for the Nintendo Switch. So I've put my Nintendo controller away and used just this, and it's held up very, very well. It's very impressive. So I was very impressed with this controller as far as the performance goes. No glitches, no lag, nothing, no sticking buttons, all that good stuff was it was working perfectly. Do I think you should go out and purchase it? Absolutely. For more than half the price of the Nintendo controller, I think it's definitely worth it, especially if you have to buy a new one after 3 years. For $30 more, you're paying less than what the Nintendo controller is normally. So I definitely think it's worth their money. It definitely doesn't feel like it's going to break in your hands. I'm going to be using it for a while. I'll probably use this solely as my travel controller, my travel Pro controller for going over my buddy's house, and also traveling on the road with my Nintendo Switch. So it's definitely nice to have. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. Like, subscribe, and click the bell for new notifications for new videos. But thank you for watching my video.